What's up with y'all? Just Spark Star Pilot, you know what I'm saying? And coming down into reality, you know what I'm saying? Now, when you come down into a reality, that's when you're participating with a reality that you created as a spirit. That's the mind state you created as a space. Wherever space you were as a spirit, you created that mind, and you come down in that reality. So it's kind of like that mind creates the actual body. That mind, it becomes the body, and wherever space you're in as a spirit is that reality you're participating in. You know what I'm saying? So, as you know, what I'm saying, humans, when they're in their mind, they don't really be thinking about. That's why my name is Jess Sparks, but they don't really be thinking about flying. They be thinking about low vibrational shit. You know what I'm saying? All that food. You know what I'm saying? Sex. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Eating, shitting. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that you can't push you into what you're doing in the actual life. You know what I'm saying? So when you think of things like, you know what I'm saying, like humans in general, this they be in their mind, they probably be on trains or a bus or a boat or whatever they be on, instead of being on being an actual star, a plane of existence, a spaceship, you know what I'm saying, a starship, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, a jet, you know what I'm saying, a flight, whatever, all that shit. They can't be those things because they don't understand that these things are not really, that they're not something that they can't be. So it's like it's kind of weird, but it's not when you understand these things for what it is. So there be all the particles and the parasites and the bacteria of the ground instead of taking the bigger forms and shit like that. But anyway, when you come into a reality, you know what I'm saying? That's where when what you're doing is like you're becoming that actual, like I said, it's like you becoming an atmosphere. So when you take those spaces, you create those bodies in the atmosphere, it's kind of like down here, but it's more like expanded. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the best way I can explain it is like, let's say you got this let's say you got three things, you know what I'm saying? You got birth, life, death. Birth would be you, birth in that space aware. Life will be you creating that. Once you become aware, you create a mind. You create an awareness, and then once that awareness becomes, once you're aware, you create that mind, and once that, then that becomes death, because that becomes a flesh. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can explain it. So when you give when you spark an idea and you spark a mind, that's the space where now you're going inside that form and experiencing that actual form. So once you know how to do that with actual forms a lot and quickly, and know how to see these things for what they are, that's when you're in a space where you see these things and make sense of these things in general. So now you're in a space where you know how to relate these things and know how to participate in reality, because now you know how to come down into realities and know how to what makes sense, how to participate, what to do, what not to do, all that shit. So it's like you're in a space where now you got the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? So when you come down to realities, that's where you're more comprehensive of your surroundings. You know what to do, and you know how to participate, and you know what to do. That brings the value, brings the ideas and the ideologies and the mind states and shit like that. Real shit. That's why my name is Jet Sparks. So Jet will be the mind, because all our mind in general is always, think about it, your mind is the spaceship. So either you're plane, jet, starship, you know what I'm saying, space shuttle, all that shit, anything that can fly. So jet, anything. So that's what that represents. It represents everything that can fly. So that's what jet is, anything that can fly. And then a spark will be your imaginations. So that once you create that mind, you live in that imagination. So once you know that jet is jetting through all realms of existence, jetting through all realms of realities, that spark will be the actual imagination, the imagination, the world, the events you going through that actual Stargate. So now you know anything that's sparking. It's kind of the most low vibration way I can explain this to you is like when you got a new mind, you spark the new mind, a thought form. So when you got a new, like when you got a new mindset, it's like a spark of imagination. You got that new mind state. So it's like you got new thinking, new thought and feeling. That's like the most low vibrational way I can explain it. But when you know how to get there, you know how to do these things actually. You know how to do these things instantly and see what these things are actually happening and shit like that. So you're in a space where these things become the actual like worldly of views, so you know how to see these things for what they're doing in real shit. And that's the space that you want to be at all times. So you always want to feel like you're flying and taking off. And there's so many other reasons. There's so many other allegories to Jet Sparks, but that's just one of them. Some real shit. But anyway, besides that, Jet Sparks, Star Pilot, and we out this motherfucker.